how to use your memories constructively in your journaling, in your conversations, in your life will make a huge difference. Whether you think you have a good memory or not, using the power of free flow writing, journaling, or simply having conversations with people, even complete strangers, can make a big difference in your life. Let's see how this all works. In this video, you will see what happened. For example, what happened when I had a conversation with my brother and how his memory was sparked by a conversation that we had. And I share how sometimes journaling at unexpected places brings new things to light. And all of that, the whole point of that, of free flow writing and journaling and getting clear on your life, it will help connect you back to the story of your life, that who made you who you are. And for some of us, it helps us get back to being who we've always wanted to be, or who we always felt we were supposed to be. I don't know if you can hear Cooper. This might seem like a strange place to do the follow to the I Remember prompt from last week. And I've had quite a few conversations about that prompt since I made that last video. I am at a cemetery. I've never been here before. And unlike some people, I find cemeteries to be incredibly comforting. And their park-like setting reminds me of people. And reminds me of family. Not just family who's left the planet, but family and places we went as children, because I come from a large family, 6 kids, and there was always just enough money to get by, it felt like. And so my parents somehow convinced us that cemeteries were like tourist attractions. We all bought into that, and in fact, I think most of us have carried this on to our adulthood. So today when I got to a movie theater an hour early, I thought, where should I go? I tried to go to a normal park like regular people do, but instead I wound up here. And so I wanted to talk about memories and how to use memories in conversation and also in writing. Interestingly enough, when my brother visited a week ago, I said to him, do you remember camping in Milford? Because where I live now is close to Milford. And he said, no, not really. And I said, no, I don't remember Milford. And I was like, oh, okay. I love camping at Milford. It was one of my favorite spots to camp right there along the Delaware River. So Jim went about his day. We left the Early American Tavern and he went off to Port Jervis, and the next day we couldn't get together. I hadn't remembered that I had a really full schedule. He texted me the next day and he said, I remember the Milford camping now because it's near railroad tracks, and I remember the trains. We don't know what's going to spark memory. For some of us, it's a question, and the response will come hours later. For some of us, it will take talking about it. When I was talking about this prompt with Evie, she was talking about how she spoke. I remember and started telling stories, and that happens too. I use that sometimes with my people in my workshops. We'll do a warm-up with speech. Sometimes this makes some people uncomfortable. They would rather have the safety of writing on the page so it's more private, and that they know that they can edit if they need to. They don't have to share right out in the open. But for some people, verbalizing things really helps them. And I find that a lot on YouTube also, is that sometimes people will become less lonely and feel seen and heard because on video they'll find themselves talking freely. There's no one to interrupt them, and so they can speak what is on their mind. There's some validity there. So I invite you to continue to look at I remember, I don't remember. I don't remember, I remember. Either work. It's like an infinite loop-de-loop. Either will work if you keep your heart and your mind open to what's waiting for your discovery. You don't have to be particularly woo-woo to believe this, but I have found it so consistently in myself and in the people who are reigniting their writing, sometimes after years, that this will bring you to places you hadn't wanted or thought you wanted to go to in the past. It can be healing. It can be like a flashlight into your past. And it can be a great connector between family members. Talking about campgrounds, graveyards, insects, whatever. So thanks for watching. Look forward to talking to you on the next writing video, which will be coming soon. The most important thing I can say after you've watched my video is thank you. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for following me and commenting, subscribing, and for letting me know what this video has meant to you. Also, if you have any friends who are into writing or who would like to write, I have this whole series about making writing easier for folks after 50. And I would love to reach as many people as possible, because writing clearly can make a difference at any age.